Hi everybody, welcome back to Smart Money Academy, and today we're going to be talking about market structure shifts, breaker structures, and displacement, which are three concepts that I think go hand in hand together. Sorry, and it's important to understand the difference between especially a breaker structure and the market structure shift, right? There's a lot of people that get them confused, but today it's time to untangle that. So let's start with the most basic one of them all. I drew some structure here, just so you know, and a breaker structure is just this right here. It's just when a technically, it's when um, a high is put in without taking the previous low. So, which means breaker structure, breaker structure, breaker structure. If this had gone like this, it depends on the time, but usually it's not a breaker structure. But now, breaker structure. Okay, if I go on the real chart, right? And we're talking here about significant highs and lows, not any highs and lows. Okay, so let's say I hop on the chart here, right? You have to first you have to identify the breaker structure. You have to identify the trend, right? This is an uptrend, as you guys can see. We're going up here, so we're gonna find a uptrend of sorts. Even though they've been rare in the past few days and weeks. So here we have a slight uptrend, right? More like accumulation, but whatever. Here we have breaker structure, right? Because we did this low here did not take this low or this low, and then pull back and breaker structure because this low did not take any of this, right? And then on the smaller time frame, you might even consider this here breaker structure. Okay, so breaker structure is just an uptrend or a downtrend continuing. Okay, which means that if you have this is just breaker structures on breaker structures non-stop. Okay, now, what's a market structure shift? A market structure shift is a breaker structure in the opposite direction, okay? But it's important to understand that a market structure shift has to come with displacement, or else it's just a fake out, or it's a liquidity sweep, or it's whatever. Market structure shift is a very, very, very important aspect of the trading because it identifies that the trend might be reversing, okay? So, again, in my example here, where we have our breaker structure here in red, um, so let me see here. Is this what is this line? Is this here a market structure shift? We made a low, failed to make a new high. I could put this higher. And then we broke the low. No, because we didn't break it enough. Okay? I'm gonna show you guys the examples in the chart, but this could just be liquidity. This is not enough confirmation to go on. Now we take the high, take the liquidity, one last breaker structure right here. Okay? And then what do? Big move fast, taking all these lows. Now that's our displacement. This right here is exactly what we want. This is a market structure shift with displacement, okay? And then we enter on our pullback to EQ, OTE, or fair value gap, or whatever, okay? I just gave you guys a model. It's a very simple model, but it works, okay? This is a 2022 ICT model, literally, is all it is. Breaker structure, market structure shift, fair value gap, bang. Okay? Now, it's a little more complicated than that the way I trade, but there you go. This is what you guys need, but you need that displacement. You cannot enter off of nothing, okay? Let me show you guys what I mean. Um, let's say here, right? Okay. So, kind of hard to tell with all this shit going on here. Let me just find something very fast. Very, very fast. Okay, right here, perfect. So, here in London session, right? Was making higher highs, higher lows, right? Okay, we're bullish for the session. Breaker structure here. Okay, technically market structure shift here actually because we're bearish. Market structure shift with displacement, right? You guys see that it's a bunch of bullish candles. Pull back to OTE, or not to OTE to I put it the wrong way. That was weird. Pull back to EQ. Okay, bang, big move up. Okay, big displacement. Right now, this right here. Oh, damn it. Alright. Now this right here. Oh, but JD, it made a lower low right here. No. Alright. This shit is not a lower low. This is a liquidity sweep. I want you guys to look at this. This is not, even if the candle had closed, okay? Even if the candle closes here, okay? This is not valid to be a market structure shift. We do not want to listen to this shit. This is, I keep taking this out as I'm fake being mad. Alright? Although, like, not although, but like, seriously though, guys, like, this is not it. Like, you want to wait for this Big Daddy candle. Now that's good. Now you can take your short in the pullback to OTE. So the move started here and ended here. Pull, or not OTE, pull back to EQ. Bang. Put your stop right here. Target the low right here. Bang. It's almost a 1 to 2. Literally 1 to 2. Bang. TP hit. GG. Go next. Okay. So that being said, guys, I think that pretty much sums up market structure, shift, breaker structure, and displacement altogether. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell to follow the series. We're gonna hit everything fast, efficient. You guys watch a 5, 6, 7, 8 minute video. You guys know everything about everything after. It's important to go do your homework though. Go follow me on Twitch, please. It would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, other than that, I'll catch you guys in another video. And go check out my TikTok. Peace.